have two major complaints about ChatGPT and about Gemini, and they're different and they're on opposite ends of the spectrum. And it's this idea of art versus artifact, an artifact being, something of permanence, like a Word document or a PowerPoint presentation. GPT has no permanence, none. It's annoyingly so. They got excited this weekend, so they started to add some level of permanence with folders for your images. So if you're creating images on GPT, now you can put them in a folder. Great, revolutionary. You guys are geniuses for coming up with the idea of folders. But my fundamental challenge with GPT is that if I create something that I like, and I want to keep it, I have to cut and paste it into another document. And that is just annoying as hell. I've also found over time, if you're working in Canvas, that it just rewrites and recreates. And sometimes when you find something you like, you want to stick with it, and there's no way for it to stick. The other side of the coin with Gemini, they've integrated it with Google Drive and with email. My biggest question with my email is, who is that person that I emailed 100 years ago about that one thing? Right? How do you get into the history of the email? But Gemini, for whatever reason, doesn't know what emails, how to extract that information from my email. Like the LLM is not trained on my own email data, even if I wanted it to be. So they've sort of opened up the doors with Google Drive, but that's the sort of question I want to answer. So I have this ability to ask about every freaking novel ever written, every movie ever created, every framework. Like GPT knows everything. Gemini knows everything, but it can't tell me that one thing that I need to know right now. So there's no art to that. So it's this weird middle ground where I can access the entire realm of human communication and knowledge, but I can't figure out who that person was that I wanted to email again about that one topic. So hopefully we'll bridge that gap over time. Hopefully you'll be able to create something out of permanence out of GPT without spending time. I feel like 20% of my job when I'm using GPT is taking crap out of GPT and reformatting it, and that's just not right. And Gemini is just no help when it comes to my most important queries. So let's bridge that gap. Please, somebody bridge that gap.